Hey everyone, welcome to Schmoedown in Canada. Yeah, I'm not in Canada, but I'm part of this channel. My name is Ben, and Ryan isn't with me today, but we have newcomer Jess. How are you doing today,
I'm
Jess?
doing well. I'm doing well. Excited to talk some Schmoedown.
This is quite a week. The Star Wars tournament, teams tournament, and I think the singles tournament, right?
Yep.
Maybe? Yep. So let's get started. The week kicked off with friend of the channel Courtney going up against
Lights out
Lloyd.
Laura Kelly.
What did you think about this match?
It was such a good match. I mean, I backed Evan going into this just purely based on the fact that he is a big friend of the channel. So I was like, have to support them.
Yeah,
But yeah, I was actually very surprised at how well Evan actually competed.
yeah, he was on fire,
He
and
is a powerhouse, an absolute powerhouse.
yeah. Do you think he'll go all the way?
I hope so, because he's got the knowledge there. Like I've said to a couple of people that his character work isn't quite there, but he's got the knowledge and he knows how to play the game well enough that I think it could carry him all the way to the final.
I don't know if you get this feeling, but when watching Evan compete, it
Mm.
looks like he's just having fun.
Yeah, yeah. He seems pretty unflappable. Like I've never seen him get stressed, I guess.
And it looks like he's good working with whoever is around because he's part of the exchange, but Gucci was out of the picture again. So
Oh.
he'll work on with his manager.
Yeah, yeah, I did see that and I was a little bit confused by it. I mean, I love Roker, so nothing against him. I was just like, where did he come from?
Well, this season in particular, when a manager is unavailable to perform or to be there for a match, they bring in members of a team to manage the player.
Hmm.
So this time they brought Roker in, and hey, it worked.
Yeah.
We'll get into it, but they had a great dynamic. On the flip side, we had Laura Kelly coming in. She looked pretty great too. What did you think of Laura Kelly overall?
Oh, yeah. She played a really good game, and she is such a great competitor. I've been going back because obviously I'm quite new to Schmoedown. I've been going back and watching her matches, and she is really incredible.
Yeah, I mean,
It's
I
really
don't know.
hard when you get two people that are really quite great at what they do, and you just you kind of want both of them to win, but obviously that's never going to happen.
Right, right. So round one comes, and what did you think of round one? Have anything interesting you say about round one?
Just for the Star Wars game in general, it is probably one of the hardest competitions, I reckon, just because the questions themselves are insane, and I get that they have to be because it's such a small category as opposed to everything being so broad, but the amount of knowledge these people have to compete in this is just insane. Like I will sit there because I like to compete along. I like to play along with the shows, and yeah, I feel real stupid watching it because I'm like, I have no clue. I might get like two, maybe three questions right in a round if I'm lucky.
Yeah, I'm not the same way. I see all these questions. I don't know how they fucking do it.
Right?
In my language, they're so deep to dive, and sometimes you have questions that have answers that are never said in the movies, which means you may have to dive even further.
Yeah, right, right. It's things that aren't even like said aloud or even really like in your face, and yet they expect you to know them.
But these players know it. God love them. I mean, so round one comes and ends, and Ronaldinho looks like he had a perfect round one, right?
He did, and he also got the bonus question, which, like you were saying, was the how do you even know that? It was about how many Tuscan Raiders were killed. And it's just a quick scene. It's not something that they linger on, and Evan got it right with 3. I just guessed 3 because I was like, that seems like a normal number. And you could have told me it was 16. I would have been like, yep, sounds about right. I like it is how do you watch these movies back to front and know all of this stuff? Like you would have to pour over everything because that isn't not something that's a huge scene in the film, and yet it's asked.
And then in extra confusing because for me anyway, because in the next scene of the movie, I remember this when Anakin is talking to Padme about what he did. He said, "I killed all of them." So
Yeah.
your mind automatically thinks all of them is the right answer, but it's
Yeah.
not.
I mean, imagine giving that as an answer. It's all of them. And it's like, technically you're right. But it wouldn't have been correct. Because yeah,
So
didn't Gold Leader come out of this with a 3-point lead?
yeah, and Lola had 8, Rodino had 11. Going into round 2, and I think Rodino that Lola
Yes, he
go
deferred.
first. He deferred.
I mean, I don't know about you, but I'm very big on if I was playing, I'd want to defer just to sort of take a breather to get to, because I'm guessing in the green room they talk to their managers and they sort of get a pep talk. I think it'd be quite good to take a beat after a round one, no matter if I'm doing a perfect round, just to sort of center myself. So I always find it interesting when competitors don't defer. And I wonder if it's a momentum thing. Because if you were in the show, would you defer, or would you keep going based on momentum?
I think for me, it would depend how I just did.
Mm-hmm.
If it was a hard and rough round, I would need a minute. I would defer. Take a minute, gather myself,
Yeah.
see how they did, and then come back and play a second. But if I get perfect 1 through 11, counting the bonus, I might go first. I don't know.
I mean, also
So
potentially if your competitor has missed quite a few and you know that they're getting frustrated, might be better to throw them into the second round so they don't get time to sort of calm themselves down and they go into it kind of stressed.
right, I just think that's match by match.
Mm.
So Lola Smith, she lands on Return of the Jedi, I believe,
Yep.
right?
Yep. And then she doesn't want that, much to
So
Mark Ellis's dismay.
I know because as Mark Ellis says, that is the best Star Wars movie according to him. And
Interesting
then
choice.
and then she lands on A New Hope, right?
Yes.
And then she doesn't clean sweep that. She shuts down to multiple choice once or twice.
Just once because she needs to know who voiced Greedo, and she said she wasn't entirely 100%. And I think as a competitor it is better to obviously, if you're not all in, you're better to drop it down to 1 to stop your competitor from getting the steal, especially with Gold Leader being on a perfect round. You don't want to give him any more of a lead than what he already has.
And yeah, and but you never want to skip a question.
Mm-hmm.
No matter what, I always say, pull out an answer. Even if you don't know, but you think you know, there's always that chance
Yeah.
you might be right.
Yeah. And sometimes even seeing the multiple choice, you kind of go, oh, yep. But like even in the second round, it's, where did they say Chewbacca as a prisoner was coming from what cell block? Like it's just a single line in the film, and she knew it straight away. I was like, how do you know that? Do they do anything other than Star Wars? Because I feel like their brain is only filled with Star Wars at this point.
Yeah, I think that eat, sleep, drink, have sex, Star Wars. I think
Yes.
everything is Star Wars with them.
Everything. All of my walls would have Star Wars like trivia posted on it. All of my walls, every like just on my laptop, on
Have
all my
you
food boxes.
have you ever seen that movie Who's Almighty?
Yes.
You know that scene when I don't want to say ridiculous, but he's figuring out how to set up his prayers.
Yeah,
And
and
before he
it's
does
all
that,
the filing boxes.
yeah, that almost have to be Star Wars.
It would have to be. You'd have to be like, here's my Return of the Jedi like box.
I like that movie.
It's pretty good.
And then the Lord leader certain comes up and he gets revenge of the Sith. And he goes
Takes
with
me.
that. And he sweeps, right? He sweeps again.
Yep, he's just on fire this match. And like you and I were saying, he just seems so relaxed doing it. And even when he's taking his time, he doesn't look stressed. Like you've seen other competitors in the past where you can see them going, oh no, what is it? What is it? What is it? Whereas he almost looks like he's just digging in the back of his brain. He's like, I know it's there. I've just got to find it.
Yep. And he'll round here, he gets revenge, he sweeps.
Yeah.
22 to 11 going into round 3.
Yep.
What did you think of round 3 overall?
Oh, I did really, really feel for Laura Kelly.
Yeah.
I really did. Because she obviously needed to hit all of hers to even have a fighting chance to beat Evan, even though Evan actually in his 2-pointer took 2 JTEs. And I don't know whether that was a strategy thing, how some of them will use it even though they know it to try and,
It looked like he didn't know it.
I didn't think he did either.
I think he should have.
Hey. Yeah, it was because it was the one about whose first line is, did you call for assistance?
Right.
Which, once again, I don't know. I don't remember every character and what their first... Could you tell me any character's first lines in any of those films?
No.
You see, exactly. And this is not like we're talking like Darth Vader or Anakin Skywalker's first words. We're literally talking about some probably random character.
It's not librarian in Jedi Library. Not who we're talking about here.
Yeah. But like, do you honestly sit there and go, those are that's his first line?
No. But God love Evan. He gets it.
Yes.
Gets it.
I don't know how. Because I would have thought after 2 JTEs, when he did the first one, I was like, okay, maybe he needs a bit more time. When he did the second, I was like, oh, he doesn't have it. He doesn't have it.
But he got it, and
He forced Laura Kelly to do a 5-pointer.
Yeah. I have to be honest. I thought it was going to be really funny if the answer was going to do.
Yeah.
I
Imagine.
Call sign?
Yeah.
I was hoping it was going to do. That would have been really funny.
Yeah, when they said who's the third leader to report in, and because they asked her to repeat it twice, because Mark Ellis couldn't hear her the first time that she repeated, and because he couldn't hear if she said green or grey, and unfortunately she said grey.
Yeah.
And she then Gold Leader doesn't even have to answer his 3 or his 5.
And Gold Leader wins.
Yep. Much to Roka's pure happiness.
I love seeing a happy Roka.
Oh, he knows how to celebrate. That's for sure.
Yeah.
I think he
And
was more excited than Evan was. Let's be
yeah,
honest. He was so much more more enthused about the win.
I mean, because I feel like that with John Walker, that was him the outlaw. When you see the outlaw, you know the outlaw.
Mm.
That was John Walker.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Like everyone talks about the difference between Mike and KO.
Right.
And you can definitely see the differences.
And I don't bring up, I like the part in this when, well, I don't like it, it's sad news, man. Ever since, I'm glad they ignored him because I just lost my job.
Yeah.
But I like that Lord Kelly took that and set it back on the good, like when she said, at least I know how much job, that
Yeah.
killed me. And then you see how much Winston flipped out over that.
Yeah. Yeah, that was such a good match though. I can't believe how well Gold Leader played.
Okay, going into the second match, we had Danger Zone versus Untouchables.
This one was
One,
quite mixed. Because Drew did a lot worse than what I was sort of expecting of him.
yeah, yeah.
Because I mean, each of the teams used up a JTE, didn't they, in this first round?
Yeah, I think so, yeah. That makes sense.
Yes, there was a couple of misses. I mean, obviously Dan didn't miss a single thing because it's Dan.
Ugh. When Dan is on, he's scary.
He is very that he's like that silent assassin. He just sits there and you like he doesn't he's got a great poker face. Dan has an amazing poker face on him.
I would love at the spectacular. I would love it to meet Dan versus Marisol.
Oh, that would be an interesting match.
Old school versus new school. I want to see that match.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if you know this, but that season it was Dan versus Adam Collins
Really?
at the spectacular.
Oh.
And I believe, correct me, I forget who. I think Dan won, but I'm not sure. No, won. I think Adam won. I think
Oh.
Adam beat Dan. Yeah.
Yeah, because Dan's the only one that got a perfect round, wasn't he? So he was the
Yeah.
only one that got the bonus question.
And yeah, then round two happens.
Yeah, because Bateman only missed a Halloween movie question, which we talked about in our all night tacos stand with him.
Like, what weird Halloween movie was it? I forget.
It was Friday the 13th. It was the remake. It
Oh,
was who stars is it Danielle Panabaker and Jared Padalecki.
okay.
And yeah, and he unfortunately couldn't figure it out. So I think he wrote, I can't remember what he wrote now, but he wrote something else. I think it was a Halloween, but it was Friday the 13th. That was the only thing he missed.
Yeah. That is a scary team. If one of them are on,
Oh
that,
yeah. When
that,
I saw the team going in, I was like, well, my money's on Danger Zone then.
it was close though. I mean, round two happened.
Danger Zone went in with a 5-point lead, didn't they?
Yeah, yeah, they did. And then got, who went first?
Untouchables did.
Okay, and then got um, what, God, I forgot. Oh, they got Emily Blood, right?
Yeah, they did.
And they swept, right?
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
swept.
they absolutely swept.
One, and then you got the 90, no, if it was choice, and they got one of those shoes.
Yeah, they got 1990s first, and they spun again to get Spinner's Choice, and they chose Ice Cube.
Ice
Of
Cube.
all the things on that wheel, and I just didn't think it was going to be the one they picked. Did
Yeah,
you? Did you see them picking Ice Cube?
No, no. I mean, like, really? You okay?
Yeah, I was like, I'm guessing this was a team talk that they had prior to this match, but it's not the one that I would have picked. And then they swept that because, of course, they did.
Yeah. What did you think of round two? Who do you think had a better round two?
I think they both actually had quite good round twos because
Okay.
Emily, with Untouchables and Emily Blunt, they just knew everything pretty much straight away. And then Dan seemed to know pretty much everything for Ice Cube. I mean, Ben definitely helped out, but you could tell that Dan just knew what he was doing.
Would you say in this match, would you think Paige of the Untouchables, would you think Paige was the A player in this match?
Yeah, for sure. For
Yeah,
sure. She was definitely in the leadership role in that team. She knew what she was doing. She um seemed to have a lot better knowledge, I guess, than Drew, because she was just straight in like, I know that.
okay. I was just saying I wanted to see Dan and Marisol.
Mm.
Paige is hungry.
Ooh.
She wants it. She's
And you can tell
scared.
she's putting in the work behind the scenes. You can
She
absolutely tell that.
absolutely. And I think there's a real chance it could be Paige versus Marisol at
Ooh,
Spectacular. That would not surprise me.
that would be an interesting match.
I I mean, I can't remember if he would have to play down first. I want to say yes, but I'm not sure.
I'm still so new that I don't understand the brackets yet.
Yeah.
Sorry. I
Me-
can't help you with that one.
no, that's okay. So round three happens, and anything then your zone goes perfect again, right? For round three?
Danger Zone doesn't even have to answer their 3 or their 5 because of their 5-point lead that they still have. They've forced Untouchables to answer their 2, their 3, and their 5 to even have a chance. And so they answer their 2 and their 3. They get that. So it goes back to Danger Zone for Will Smith, and they obviously get that right because Ben answered that one, didn't he?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, I was screaming at my TV because he was sitting there and I'm like, it's Men in Black 3, okay? It's Men in Black 3. And
That,
he waited right to the last second to answer it.
do you think he knew it the whole time?
So, because Ben actually brought this up in the All Night Taco stand that he likes to utilize as much of his time as possible because one, it means that your fellow competitor doesn't know if you actually know it or not. So it sort of puts them in a position, but also it gives you time to actually go, is this a snap? Because have you ever like played movie trivia and then you suddenly go, yep, that's in. You're like, oh, wait, no, actually, hold on. And had that afterthought like 2 or 3 seconds later. I think it's really good to utilize that time to make sure that when you are answering those questions that you're making not just a snap decision, but an informed decision.
Right. Well, good on him. I mean, he uses it and he gets it right,
Yep.
which makes the Untouchables actually a 5-pointer.
Mm-hmm. What the one? This is one I actually knew, and it
Remind
was
me
in
again,
disaster movies.
right? And then he said, Geostorm. My what?
Yes,
Right?
it's Into the Storm. So, like, really close. They used both of their JTEs, but you could tell that they didn't really know. They were sort of just going, "Okay, what's a storm chasing movie from that time? What can we pull from our collective knowledge?" And unfortunately, they just didn't have it.
Who came up with the movie Geostorm? Was it her or was it him?
Oh, I feel like it was Paige that suggested it first.
Okay.
I think I wasn't fully paying attention to like who said what, but I
Okay.
think it was more a stab in the dark, you could tell, than an actual like we know it, because you could hear them talking about it over and over again. They just went, you know what, let's just see if it's going to be right, and unfortunately it wasn't. So Danger Zone didn't even need to answer their 3 or their 5.
Yeah, that. I'm. Yeah, I wanted the untouchables. I like Ben Bateman and I'm a big Sam Miller fan. But yeah, I wanted the untouchables so bad. Man,
Oh no. But this was based on my very limited knowledge. I was like, Danger Zone. I'm gonna go with them.
and then yeah, nothing really special happened in the first interview.
No.
This one, it was pretty straightforward.
Yeah, because now they're going on to play Press Room next, aren't they? Danger Zone.
Yes. Who do you have in that?
I'm gonna go Danger Zone again. I love Dan, and Ben Bateman was one of the first competitors that I genuinely was like, I want to keep watching what this guy does. So
Yeah,
got to stay loyal to that. What about you?
I'll go Danger Zone, but I'm a big Perry Nemiroff fan.
Oh yeah,
He is an awesome person, so happy and whatnot.
yeah,
My heart says Fresh Room, but my brain says
yeah.
Danger Zone.
Yeah, I've had a few matches like that where this is what I want. It's yeah, same with Gold Leader. I was like, I really want Gold Leader to win, but there's every chance that Laura Kelly's knocking him out today.
Right. Okay, going into the third and final match of the week, we have James Wright versus David Del Rio. What did you think of this match?
I had Del Rio going in, and then I was sweating during the third round when he used those 2 JTs. And then he also missed out on almost losing his third because he took too long to say that he wanted a repeat, and they'd already counted down the time. So he missed that question. And I was like, I've bet on the wrong horse. Like, I thought he was in a lot of trouble. Especially using, I mean, I haven't really seen many people use 2 JTEs in their first round.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, any of us round you wanted to try. I think, players that use KTEs,
Mhm.
they do mess up the other people. And like, I know it, but I want to use it just because. But this is the kind of example you have where the player really needs the time.
Yeah.
Because round one happens,
Yeah, well, for
then
me, like strategy wise, I would much rather save my JTEs for the bigger points.
right.
I'd rather save my JTEs for my 2s, my 3s, my 5s rather than my 1s. It's just always real scary to me when someone uses their JTEs so early, because I'm like, what are you going to have to pull from later down the track? You've only got one JTE for 2 whole rounds, and that could be the difference between a 5 point difference.
Yep. Yeah, I would, if I were playing, unless if I really needed it, I wouldn't use my JTE until the final round.
Yeah. Yeah, if I
That's
could
my
get
thing.
away with it, I would absolutely wait till then,
Yep.
or at least want to have 2 going into round 3.
Right.
I mean, there was only a 2 point lead between them coming out of, round 1
Yeah.
because White missed 1 point, so he couldn't get a perfect round.
So James had 7, the wheel had 5 going into
Mhm.
round 2. Who went? The wheel
Del
went
Rio went
first.
first. Yeah, White deferred, and Del
Right.
Rio got dramas and stuck with it.
Yeah, and he didn't get all of his points. Look
No,
like,
he went 2-2-1-1.
okay, that makes sense. Yeah,
Yeah,
and
so yeah, he dropped down to multiple choice for his third and his fourth, but he got all of them, so he didn't have a steal opportunity, which was good.
yeah, that's good. And James Wright landed on opponent's choice.
He got dramas first, and he had to spin again because obviously you can't
Right.
get that. And then he got opponent's choice,
And then
and they gave him Reese Witherspoon.
I know. But good on him. He got one of them right, right?
He got his first, then he got the second one wrong, but Del Rio didn't get the steal.
Okay.
It was a question that I actually knew because I'd seen Monsters vs. Aliens. So White dropped down to his multiple choice and then just didn't know what it was. And it's hard because here's the thing is, if you don't even know the movie, it's so hard to know what the nickname would have been for her character. Because it was Ginormica.
What? Oh,
It was Ginormica.
Yeah. I never seen it, so I wouldn't know.
But and also because like all of the other options were super plausible options as opposed to Ginormica, which sounds like something that it would have been in a 80s cartoon, not a movie from the 2010s 2000s.
To be honest, if all the other ones were plausible and that was the one that wasn't, I might have gone with that one. Because why not, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
no, I hear you. So I mean, they both, because Del Rio dropped down to his 2-1s and then White missed his 2, they're both sitting right where they were with the 2-point lead.
And then they go into round 3.
Oh my gosh, this was a really tense round 3, right?
Right. What did you think going into it? Well, did you have a prediction about who was going to win?
I was still hoping Del Rio would take it back because he still was showing that he wasn't done yet. And by still maintaining that 2-point lead, and like I said, he didn't miss a question in his round 2, so I was still had my fingers crossed that he was going to pull through. But that round 3 was so nerve-wracking. I don't know if you felt like that.
Yeah, I did. It looked like James got his 3 out of 5, right? Am I missing?
He got his 2 and his 5.
Oh, his 2 and his 5. Okay.
Yeah, the one he missed was his 3-pointer, which was about who played Raoul in The Phantom, and it was Patrick Wilson. He used a JTE on that one, and then he also used his last JTE. No, yeah, his last JTE on the 5-pointer, and he got that one right.
Okay.
So he basically forced Del Rio to answer all 3 correct.
And he did.
He did.
Good on Del Rio. I mean, wow, good on him.
So yeah, he wins on a 1-point lead.
Yeah, wow.
And Del Rio's going on to face Bibiani next, isn't he, Bibs?
Yeah. Oh, no,
who do you have going into that? I think I know.
I want to say Del Rio, but come on, it's Bibs. I mean,
yeah.
If
you were a gambler, you'd be betting on Bibs. Like, let's be honest.
Oh yeah, definitely. He's been around longer. He knows what came. He on a mega hot streak right now, and he has fun doing it.
Yeah, and you got to look at how Del Rio played in this just most recent match. He wasn't really on form, and I don't know. Potentially, he could really put in the work between now and the match and come back. But I just, based on how well Bibbs plays, I don't see it swinging Del Rio's way, unfortunately. As much as I'd love to see Del Rio beat him, it would be a massive upset if he did. Massive upset.
I mean, yeah. I'm just looking for
the bracket.
Yeah. Hopefully I found it. Yeah, I think I found it.
Oh, good.
Yeah, okay. Honey?
I mean, all in all, it was a really great week of Schmoedown matches, in
Oh,
my humble opinion.
it was great. It was great. Here we go. So, let's see, Dan Bill. This is updated, right? Can you tell?
Yes. Yeah,
Okay.
it looks like it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Mims versus Neville.
Yeah, I see Bibbs coming through for that. Who
Yeah,
do you
me
have
too.
on Page versus Griffey?
I have to be honest, I have Paige.
Interesting.
I have
I really
Paige.
like Griffey as a competitor, and even though I know I love Page, I think he's gonna pull through.
Yeah.
Especially after the performance he put in at the pay-per-view.
Yeah, I mean,
Like, oh my gosh, that's what sort of cemented it for me, was just with the different jackets. Like, come on.
I mean, it's going to be fun. To be honest, I'll be fun with either one. But yeah, I have
Oh
Paige.
yeah,
Yeah.
either way in that match I wouldn't be disappointed. Do you have any thoughts on Mike versus Janine?
It all depends.
On who turns up that day?
Yeah,
Hmm.
it all depends. If
If it's
Mike,
Mike, maybe not.
if it's Mike, then I think Janine winning.
Yeah,
But if
me
it's
too.
KO, okay, but if Janine wins and if she goes up against Dan, I hate to say it, but I hate Dan.
Yeah, me too. Me too. If it was Mike versus Dan,
KO.
fair.
Uh, KO, but it would be close. It would be
Oh
close.
yeah, that would be a really great match. I kind of want Mike to win so I can see that match.
Who else do we have? Who do you have in Payo in Oyama versus
Barbarian?
Yamamirian? Thank you.
I don't. I like Oyama. I really like Oyama, but I kind of think that it'll be the Barbarian.
Yeah, I'm the other way around.
Interesting.
I have Barbarian. When when Oyama is kind of the same thing as Mike, because it all depends which character of Paul comes in play.
Yeah,
That way.
yeah, absolutely. So if Barbarian goes up against Maya, who do you have?
Barbarian.
Yeah. Same thing with
Barbarian.
Oyama, or would that change?
I don't know.
Hmm.
Too close to call. Too
Yeah,
close to call.
yeah,
Well, I think that we're doing for this Sunday show. Any
yeah.
final thoughts about this week?
I'm excited for more matches. It's really getting tight in terms of players, and I'm really excited to see where it's going to go.
And yeah, the spectacular is just right around the corner, and that's going to be
Oh, that's
fun.
going to be
And yeah,
fun. It's going to be my first spectacular, so I'm excited for it.
they are fun events. They
They
are
look like
really
it.
fun. Yeah. All right. So to wrap up, Jess, where can everyone find you? Yeah.
I'm scattered across this channel in quite a lot of streams, it seems. We'll be doing recapping Space and Time with you and 50 and Soda. We will be talking about three really big episodes from season 7 and beyond.
Yeah.
So that's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to that.
Me too. Oh, I have a lot to say about some of those
Oh, I
episodes.
I bet you do. As do I. As do I. That's going to be a really fun show.
Yeah. Um. And you guys can find me at my Twitter, Ben_Rainey, Recounting Space and Time, Shooting the Breeze with Matt, Get Ready with Matt 50, and whoever else we get on sometimes. Mount Schmoedown, the Schmoedown show I do, and my partner Ryan, Sean, and our new friend Allison.
She's amazing.
She's so good. We're so lucky to have her. Yesterday we did, we didn't cover. We covered Marisol. Right, we
Yeah.
covered Marisol. Next week we're covering, I believe, Rachel Silverstreet. That's one meal for one. Come
Nice.
check that out. And we have something in the books for the week after. I don't want to say anything yet, no.
Exciting.
So, yep, be excited. From everybody from Mount Schmoedown and Schmoe's Night in Canada, Jess and myself, have a good week, stay sweaty, and keep washing those mattress.
See you next time.
Bye.